Robert Pattinson. You know, he seems like a pretty likable guy. And whether you like him or not, LEGO is always trying to sell us his likeness. So today, we're going to be taking a look at every single Robert Pattinson minifigure. Even though LEGO created 4 Goblet of Fire sets to release alongside the 4th Harry Potter movie back in 2005, Cedric Diggory was notably absent from all of these sets. In fact, our first version of Pattinson's character wouldn't show up until the LEGO Harry Potter reboot in 2018. There we got our first ever Robert Pattinson minifigure in the first CMF series with his 3rd task costume. Even today, this remains the only Robert Pattinson minifigure with side leg printing, so that's pretty cool. The face print is also exclusive to this figure, and I think the expression works pretty well. Without those cheekbones though, I must admit this isn't the most convincing likeness, but as you'll soon see, that was very quickly remedied. Just a year later, LEGO released another version of Cedric, this time in his first task costume in Hungarian Horntail Tri-Wizard Challenge. For a playset, he made for a pretty extravagantly detailed figure. The face print was repurposed from Han Solo in the Star Wars Solo sets in 2018, but honestly it also works pretty well for the actor. The new head, unlike the 2018 figures, also has an alternate expression. I never would have expected to get different Tri-Wizard task costumes, so it was great to see LEGO commit to that. That same summer 2019 wave had another version of Cedric 2 in the 2nd generation clock tower. Here he's all dressed up in his Yule Ball robes. The torso was designed specifically for this figure, but funnily enough would be reused for Gustav Eiffel in the Eiffel Tower gift with purchase in 2022. In 2021, a Cedric minifigure appeared in a LEGO Harry Potter book. Let's Play Quidditch gave us a version of the figure in his Quidditch robes. It was a much easier way to get that Hufflepuff torso that was previously exclusive to the massive Diagon Alley set. From this point on, Cedric became the go-to generic male Hufflepuff student. He showed up alongside his head of house Professor Sprout in 2021's Herbology class Hogwarts Moment set. To LEGO's credit though, it was once again a brand new version of the figure, this time in protective mandrake gear and with medium legs. In a similar role, Cedric appeared in the Hufflepuff House banner set, this time in his Quidditch sweater. Honestly, the 4 different house sweaters were one of my favorite parts about the banner series. The set did give Cedric an updated face print as well, one that is also shared with Prince Charming. But now it's finally time to spice things up. The Batman dropped in 2022 alongside 3 LEGO playsets. The sets are insanely underrated and the minifigures all look excellent in my opinion. The Bruce Wayne version of the figure was introduced in the largest set, the Batcave. You'll notice that this figure uses the same hairpiece as Cedric, but this time in dark brown instead of reddish brown. The face print originated with the equally moody Tom Riddle in 21, so I think that works pretty well. The torso and leg prints here are great. You'll see equally fantastic printing on the suited up version of Pattinson. The figure reuses the absolutely classic Batman bandana head, which apparently has been in production since 2012, appearing in 41 sets over the years. The detail throughout the costume here is exquisite. I'm kinda tempted to try and pick up the rest of the 2022 figures from the Batman movie now. We couldn't stay away from Cedric for too long though. We most recently saw Cedric in a playset back in 2023 with the Quidditch trunk set. Of course it made sense for Cedric to represent his team here. The figure reuses the familiar Hufflepuff Quidditch torso, which is nice for consistency if you want to build out a whole team. The yellow scarf introduced with this figure still remains exclusive to this set. I think it makes for a lovely addition to the Quidditch players. Hopefully we'll see more of those in the future. That may have been the last playset Cedric, but LEGO snuck one last version of this figure into another book just last year. This figure is actually really cool. We have 1st and 3rd task costumes, and now here's the 2nd task costume. This more than makes up for skipping over the figure entirely back in 2005. The printed wristwatch is a delightfully unexpected detail. The best part of this figure though is his alternate face, which showcases Cedric making use of the bubblehead charm. I never thought we'd see that in an official LEGO minifigure. For now at least, this is the most expensive Robert Pattinson minifigure to acquire, as he only comes in the updated LEGO Harry Potter visual dictionary. But the figure that inspired me to make this video is the latest addition to the Robert Pattinson lineup, and that's Edward Cullen from the new LEGO Twilight Cullen House set. A big thanks to LEGO for sending this over so that my Robert Pattinson collection is complete once more. For the first time, Robert Pattinson gets a different hairdo. The torso print here is very nice and highly reusable, which is always great. The best part about this figure though is once again the alternate face, which allows Edward to sparkle in the sunlight. And those eyes are crazy. But there you go. That's every Robert Pattinson minifigure as of early 2025 at least. Though I'm guessing there's a lot more Cedrics to come down the road. And maybe a Mickey 17? Okay, maybe not. So what's your favorite version of Mr. Pattinson? Is there a character you'd like to see of his that LEGO hasn't made yet? I mean, the Lighthouse Robert Pattinson would also be absolutely insane. Anyway, even though I know he'll never see this, I hope Robert Pattinson knows that there's LEGO fans out there who think he does great work. That's all for this one. Thanks for tuning in and have yourself a great life.